Welcome back to Idea Talks. Today, our guest is Dr. Luca Nguyen, who is a management consultant with over 12 years of experience with Fortune 500 companies. Last time with Dr. Luca, we spoke about management and management consultancy. Today, our topic is artificial intelligence and its impact on the workforce.
Idea Talks.
Dr. Luca, thank you so much for your time. AI in the workplace. It's a very current topic. Everybody is discussing the impact of AI in the workforce. Further on in our conversation, we are also going to discuss and analyze whether AI will mean that a lot of jobs, particular jobs, will be lost because of AI. It's something which is progressing all the time, but we need to start from somewhere. Where do we start when we talk about AI in the workforce?
I think it's very important that we start from the organizational decision to adopt AI, because that is adopted anyway from the different people in the office, but that is done underground. It's something that you don't control then as a company. So people might use ChatGPT to draft a report, or they might upload company or clients' information on public models. And when you don't have control of that, it is very dangerous.
So you speak about danger, you speak about risks, but delve deeper into that. Talk to me about the risks that are involved.
Well, there can be breaches in contracts, the issue of uploading company and clients' data on public models that then are used to train the models themselves. And of course, it's about problems with the clients if they find that the information are not kept secure. We have GDPR in Europe for that. And of course, it's a reputational damage for the company itself, because if you use in such a dangerous way a model, an AI tool, then it signals that you don't know how you are processing your own workflow, your data.
But how can we avoid that? How can we avoid these type of risks? Are you saying first we do the policy and then that is followed by the implementation?
Exactly. You have to start with a conscious decision to create a governance policy in the company. It doesn't have to be something complicated, but it has to start from 3 questions.
Which are?
Which models are we using and why? Second, what data are used in these AI tools? And third, how human oversight look like? Once you have answered these 3 points, then you can start to build the infrastructure, the implementation itself.
We are talking, and I already referred to it in my introduction, we are talking about artificial intelligence substituting the workforce. Is that a challenge that you are finding in your management consultancy role?
Everybody's talking about that, but we think that from what we see, the reality is more nuanced. For instance, we had 2 junior staff leaving, and we thought about finding someone else, like for like. But actually, that prompted us to ask ourselves, can we change the workflow of the work we are doing? Can we change something to be more efficient? And in that sense, AI was kind of an answer, because it allowed us to adopt a model, a custom model, based on our workflow, on our documents, on our clients. But we were not substituting people. We were delegating the AI some of the tasks that are more efficiently done by the AI, so that it freed the time of the staff to do what is really important and more cognitively important.
So it had a positive effect on the rest of the team, you're saying?
Sure. It is like saying we analyzed that around 60% of the time of a junior member was dedicated to do tasks like summarizing, formatting, drafting, first pass research. But with AI, delegating all these tasks to AI, we basically freed their time to do something important like analyzing, giving recommendations, understanding the why behind the data, and client relationship. So it freed time to do something that
So
humans are better.
you're not saying you are substituting these junior roles with AI. You're saying that some of the work that is usually done in these junior roles is being done by AI, but then these junior members of the team would still be part of the team with their work diversified because AI is doing the jobs, the tasks that they can do without. Am I right in my analysis?
Yes, basically the juniors, well, the tasks that were required 5 years ago, they are different from now. Now you need someone who is comfortable in an ambiguous context. They understand how to prompt the system in order to get very good results, understand where are the problems, what can go wrong with the AI. So it's not using the tool, but managing
orchestrating AI, sort of. But how you need to you need to train employees to be able to do that. You need reskilling. Am I right?
Yes, they have to understand that there is a different process, not just using the AI, but understanding the reasoning behind it, how you use it, what is the methodology. If you change the methodology, would it still be the same use of it? So AI then has to become a productivity tool, not a crutch that you use just to avoid the work. And this require a different type of skill set that most people have to understand, and it's a change of mindset.
Is there enough awareness in the local scene amongst private local companies about AI, the use of AI in the workforce, its impact on their operations, or are we still miles behind?
The companies that start with a conscious decision to have a governance policy, they are the ones that understand what is the issue, which is an organizational change. Have a plan, have an outcome, understand who owns which tasks, and what can work and what cannot be achieved. In that way, they are better positioned to use AI in a productive way. While the companies that take it as a technology change, technology project, they will encounter more problems. At the end, AI is amplifying what is already there. If the people have bad judgment, then the AI will create more problems faster, while people that use it with good judgment, they will have a differentiation in the outcome. At the end, the technology is the easy part. What really differentiates the things are people that use it.
So definitely trusting AI blindly is something out of question. I don't know, but I'm thinking of a junior accountant who, instead of sitting down and doing the usual things that junior accountants do, they asked ChatGPT to do their work. A junior lawyer who is reviewing a legal contract, and instead of going through this contract clause by clause, they just put it on ChatGPT, ask for a summary or for ChatGPT to pinpoint the legal complications that there might be or the mistakes that there could be in the contract, and that's it. And then yes, to their alarm, they find out that they gave the wrong advice. So yes, definitely trusting AI blindly is out of question.
Yes.
how would you summarize your overall framework for thinking about AI in a team?
I roughly split what we know about AI based on our implementation experience. I think that 15% is about the algorithm, so the model that is used, the setup, how good the model is. 15% is the process itself, so the workflow, the steps for the review, the governance, and still 70% it's about the people. So their judgment, their domain knowledge, how they use it, and also the client relationship. Because if you input the right information, then it's a productivity tool. If not, then it can only create problem, hallucinate, and be a risk, as you said, about junior members that just input and hope to get the answer to their problem.
One last question, your final thought for managers and business leaders that are thinking about AI right now.
Well, don't wait, but don't rush as well. It's contradictory, but at the end, first you have to make a conscious decision to adopt a company-wide governance policy in order to use AI, because this is happening anyway, and you need to control how this is used. At the same time, you don't have to rush to take any AI tool that is available. You have to create a very specific process and change the organization, not only treat it as getting a tool and then immediately use it out of the box. It takes time, but if it is set up in the correct way, then it is a productivity tool that can help the company to grow more.
They talk about an AI bubble. Do you see it happening?
I don't think so, because at the end, everyone is using it and we are using it even more. Of course, there are areas where it is overused and hyped, but overall, it is increasing production in many sectors.
Dr. Luca Nguyen, thank you so much for your time and for your insight on such a very interesting topic, current, and definitely useful for private and also the public sector. Once again, thank you for your time. That brings us to an end of our conversation with Dr. Luca Nguyen. I hope that you too found this conversation interesting as much as I did. Till next time, thank you for your time.